Hello, Greeks, and hello, friendly people of other races and ethnicities. I'm watching my big fat Greek wedding movie. It's funny, of course. It's a good movie. It's an older movie. It's pretty good. But back to the point of the entertainment industry. See, these government people have tried to claim that they thought that they could mess with somebody else's talent. These government people are trying to claim they thought they were more talented than me in performing arts. You know that, right? I'm just showing you I have blonde hair and put my hands highlights. But anyways, yeah. The point of information of these government people damaging or burning my teeth to try to ruin my career, claiming they were prettier than me or claiming they were better than me, claiming they thought something. They were trying to tear up my life. That's what they've been doing. How many Oscars do you got, government man? What's your seniority in Hollywood? What's your seniority in the teeth industry? What's your seniority in reference to human anatomies? What's your seniority in reference to races and ethnicities? What is your position? You think if you're some stupid person that gets in the government, you thought you would outrank the seniority of people's races and ethnicities? Did you? So you thought you had a right fucking up other people's history and career that have been in the career longer than you. That's not competition. You're abusing and trying to murder off people that are talents or people that have talent in the entertainment industry where you're trying to make yourself a bigger celebrity. That's a crime of the Screen Actors Union, meaning the Screen Actors Union has laws against saboteurs, of them physically assaulting other entertainers or singers or dancers or musicians. You understand that, right? So they have to search the entertainment industry to see which person tried to sabotage my career, which person's involved in satellite tortures. Everybody knows that Frank Sinatra was one of the people that kidnapped me. Frank Sinatra gambled all his fucking money away or whatever he did. He trespassed into my family properties, or he trespassed over the property line, and he must get prosecuted. He and his, he's obviously has some people working for him that believe in his ways of his intellect, of raping, murdering, mutilating, sexually assaulting, and then covering it up by attacking them with satellites. That is a war crime. Frank Sinatra needs to get charged for the communist crimes of what they had. They had him in court back in the 60s. They had Frank Sinatra in court asking if he was a communist. Back then, he denied it. Nowadays, it shows he was a communist the whole time. And people, I don't know, somebody wants it known that Frank's probably not even real Italian. But Frank has tried to abuse Italians. I'm not sure what Frank's ethnicity is. He might be German or whatever. But if he's done anything to me, it has to get on the record, it has to get charged, and Frank has to be prosecuted based on ethics laws in America. It's unethical for Frank to attack other celebrities to try to ruin their career because Frank didn't have the talent that he fabricated. See, if you have the talent, you ain't got to sabotage nobody else's life. If you got the talent, you don't have to mess up a person's life. You understand that? And my parents owned production companies, movie making companies, commercials, TV shows, magazines, modeling industry, news article magazines, business, even some possible USA Today, how you guys doing? Newspaper and website. Hello, Wall Street Journal. See if I own any of those. See what newspapers I own in America. LA Times, New York Times. Of course, most things are on websites now because that's just the way technology has been. I don't know. They probably don't print too many newspapers anymore. They do some places in advertisements. But these government people that have damaged my teeth and face, they have to check to see what people they are connected to in any form of media or any form of business. See, these government people that have been attacking me, they claim that they were tied with the medical industry. So obviously these politicians that claim they were tied with the medical industry, they're the ones injuring people to steal monies and funding by injuring people. Now, I was already injured when I was a little boy, or when I was little. I'm a hermaphrodite. But anyways, I was injured when I was little. I performed in movies as a little girl, performed as a boy in movies too. And I have protection rights. And I'm a real royal from the day I was born. So, in reference to a royal of America too. Don't forget that. But, first world country royalty. Always ask what level of royal somebody claims to be. This is a first world country. So if a third world country royal came into this country to try to harm me or to try to steal from me, they can go to prison. You understand that? Or if anybody else from any other country came into this country to try to steal what I'm the owner of, or tried to make up any excuse, and charge that satellite man for damaging my teeth and trying to make somebody slur when they speak. This person always tried to make somebody sound drunk. I don't even drink. I don't drink alcohol. But this person is always trying to make me slur my words. Find out how many alcoholic accusations or how many drinking accusations these people have made in the past 22 years. I've never had a drinking problem. Not never. When I worked in California, I worked at jobs. I'd show up at work, I'd go to work, and that was it, I never had a conflict with work. These people keep trying to call somebody a drunk. I don't even drink. And another thing, in reference to Italians and French and Asians or Europeans or Latins, these Germans are trying to tell people that they can't smoke American cigarettes. Everybody needs to possibly make a petition to have those people arrested for trying to tell people that they can't smoke American products as their way of trying to ruin the industry. Them smacking people in their teeth. Now, in reference to certain ethnicities and nationalities that know in the medical industry, we need for them to make some factual statements about cigarettes to contradict the lies of the saboteurs that have tried to make up lies about cigarettes. These people have tried to play accusations of cigarettes when people had not had a certain genetic history. Like, for instance, these people tried to make up things on cigarettes when people that had bad or didn't have very good genetics for their ethnicity of teeth. So when their teeth started going bad, some of these people started smoking cigarettes. Cigarettes is not the cause for bad teeth. Check the race and the age of any of the people that have accusated about cigarettes and claimed that they thought cigarettes is what caused their teeth damage. Need somebody that's honest, that looks at the information about people's teeth. Then you check to see if there was a satellite fucking up their teeth. Now, everybody knows that the Nazi parties was trying to steal the revenues of the tobacco industry as their way of trying to fund their scams in America. Tobacco farms are not owned by Germans. There is no farm in America owned by any German. Is there? They don't own any of the farms that I own. They're not my race. I'm Italian and French and have Asian background history and Greek history too, I guess you'd say. And Plus my family had history in building ships too. Most people know that. So in reference to, and Japan said hello. Hello, Japan. How you doing? And any person of any Asian heritage that has a conflict with me, we need you to state what race you are and what religion you are. Any person that has a problem with who I am, we need you to state the race and religion you are, because we got to get down to the facts of what these people's accusations are. Who, what, when, and where, and what they were trying to steal. Every person that is accusated against me. And another thing, somebody wants to know, this government man trying to mess with my speech as his way of trying to cover up their crimes of sexual rape, sexual mutilation, their physical assault. Look at all the PSAs on sexual rape and sexual mutilation. Most of the victims of any sex crimes, they usually ended up getting teeth damage. Now we need all the names of all the people that sexually assaulted me on record. And if they're tied in with any satellite activities. Then the military is going to have to orchestrate a way of arresting those people. The military police, the MPs, or something. Or the ATF or the U.S. Marshals. Obviously, they haven't arrested too many people yet, have they? Because the satellite man's still hitting me in the face and teeth. And it takes a long time for teeth to heal. And those people need to get prosecuted. So, in reference to the point of information, this satellite man and his abuses and the activity of him damaging my teeth, we need the explanation for why that person thought they had any right violating American policies of protection. So we need that person in court. The person is a saboteur. The person obviously tried to claim he thought he owned more businesses in the entertainment industry than my parents. So we need the number of every business owned in the entertainment industry, meaning like we got to know which person owns what. I didn't sell nothing. Nothing's ever for sale. I'm the owner of all the companies, all the locations of my mother and father's businesses. If they're property that's owned by my parents or my grandparents or me, nothing's ever for sale. And the government trying to muscle me, trying to murder me because they were trying to make themselves rich by trying to steal revenues from the companies or from me, or they tried to steal revenues from my family history, or they tried to steal bank accounts by stealing babies or stealing sperm, and then they tried to falsely make somebody obligated. No, there's a prenup. The Royal Protocol tells you can't do that. That's how they find out which people stole sperm. That's how they find out which people stole genetics. Or that's how you find out which people tried to steal a hermaphrodite egg. Those government agents must get prosecuted. Find out what race and religion the egg thieves and sperm thieves are, and have them arrested. The ones conspiring against me, whatever, certain race or religion, you can figure out who they are. The ones that are trying to steal. And order them into court. The point of information, this satellite man also claimed he thought he was a better singer than me. He claimed he was a better ballerina than me, or a ballet dancer, or tap dancer. There's some, I danced with Fred Astaire too when I was little, and some other famous people. So there's some seniority history of Hollywood history there too. I've been in movies and TV shows. Oh yeah, somebody wanted to mention, of course, there's a lot of people with names, but in reference to the Master TV show, the Ninja TV show, what's his name said hello. He's been in some other movies too. Alexa, what's the actor's name that played in the Master TV show?
This might answer your question. Roger Delgado is the actor that played in the Master TV show.
Not that one. Alexa, what is the martial arts TV show, the Master TV show?
From RealGood.com. The Master is a ninja-themed action-adventure TV series created by Michael Sloan which aired on NBC.
Next.
If you'd like another answer, just say, Alexa, next.
Alexa, next.
From RealGood.com. The show focuses on the adventures of John Peter McAllister, an aging ninja master, and his young pupil, Max Keller.
Yeah, that TV show. Somebody wanted to know if I was in that TV show. And how you guys doing? Production of that show, how you guys doing? Nicolas Cage said hello or something. He just communicated to. And other TV shows. And you ever seen the movie American Ninja? That's a pretty good movie too. And hello bodybuilders and Olympic athletes and ballerinas and ballet dancers and tap dancers and singers and musicians and Philharmonic Orchestra and other orchestras. And hello Mr. Holland Opus and hello Julie Louise Dreyfus. The Satellite Man's still hitting me in the face, burning my mouth, drying my mouth all the time. The Satellite Man is. And they're hitting me in the jaw, making clicking sounds all the time. And that's not the sound of a piece of raw old drilling bit either. In reference to my parents put those in there to protect my identity and the fact that I'm a natural born hermaphrodite. So that government man trying to steal my teeth must get prosecuted for trying to steal royal hermaphrodite teeth. It's there. Those are supposed to be there for a certain reason, to protect my identity so nobody gets away with trying to steal my identity. So you knew they would target that to try to steal my identity because a person's teeth are very distinctive in reference to fingerprints. I mean, a person's teeth are very important to the person's identity and race. So in reference to any person trying to steal my identity, they must get prosecuted. Oh, and somebody just communicated about the, what's that other ninja movie? It's the ninja movie. But anyways, on the front cover, it has the guy with the, the swinging thing. Somebody's wanting to know if I was in that movie. Alexa, look up ninja movies.
Here's what I found.
Let me see if I can find one here. The ninja. Mortal Kombat was a pretty good show back then too. What is this one? Branched in. I'll look it up on Google, I guess. Alexa, look up Google.
Here you go.
Alexa, Google search.
Searching Google.
Let's see, ninja movies. They didn't bring it up. That's a pretty famous ninja movie. Ninja Turtles. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Mutant Ninja Turtles. Revenge of the Ninja, that was a pretty good movie. Those were good back in the day. But the Ninja Turtles, that's one that's really good. Raffaelli. Most of them had Italian names too, those ninjas, huh? They ate pizza a lot. Everybody knows pizza is like one of my favorite foods, and that Satellite Man's still hitting me in the teeth. And they're smashing it on my jaw. When they do it, it's like boom, 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 when they're hitting me in the teeth on the side. It's like somebody bouncing a basketball on your face all the time. It hurts too. And the satellite man doing that is physical assault. We need the government to answer the question whether they think that's physical assault. We need every politician in all 50 states to answer the question if you think this is physical assault, what these people have been doing to me. And we need all 50 states politicians to evaluate the accusations of whatever president made these accusations against me. Whichever government agent claimed he was trying to profile me. Gotta get down to the problem, man. Where it started. Who made the shit up? All 50 states need to have somebody investigating these satellite controllers. And which ones made up lies to attack me and to be hurting me? They're still hitting me in the teeth. What race is doing that? I've already mentioned it several times in the past. They're still doing that. Which governor or mayor didn't speak out against those people? They're still hitting me in the jaw. Doesn't matter what that Middle Eastern motherfucker said. He's from the Middle East. I don't give a fuck. My face ain't from the Middle East, and neither are my teeth, motherfucker. You better keep your fucking hands off those buttons if you're pointing it at me. You're aiming a weapon at me, and there's going to be legal right to put you in a box and send you back to the Middle East. You better leave me alone, man. It's your fucking Middle Eastern shit. I'm warning you. You're violating my race. You're violating my rights as an American. You have no right staying in this country, and you need to get deported. Oh, and if you didn't know, I do have a born status to deport people in reference to factual birth status of my family history of land that they own in America. In reference to anybody threatening my land ownership, there's legal right to deport anybody that threatens my rights or livelihood or my lifespan or health or beauty, because it's always very important to be in good shape in reference to being landowners. And if politicians or government agencies had anything to do with damaging any of my face or teeth, they have to get prosecuted for violating deeds, laws, land ownership, and the different types of land that I own in America. Agriculture, livestock farms, fruit or vegetable farms. Whoever's hitting me in the teeth must face the death penalty. Every politician in this country, if you were an honest politician, you'd be wanting to get these people really bad. But that's the question, isn't it? Which ones are good ones? Which ones are conspiring? Which ones are conspiring against the freedoms of America? Even though these politicians came into this country and had freedom, or some of these politicians was in America, but they don't recognize the laws of freedom and privacy and protection laws. So the point of information, which politicians are turning a blind eye to the crimes of these satellite controllers? If you were a real politician, you'd be wanting to slam these people. You'd want to throw these people down a flight of stairs for staring at me and damaging my face and teeth and hitting me in the mouth all the time. But that's how you figure out which ones are taking the lead in politics in America. Instead of being stragglers and letting bad shit happen in this country. Are you taking the lead in politics, or are you a straggler? People need answers. People are getting injured by these people and their satellite crimes of them attacking me and them attacking probably other people. Whatever these people have been doing. But anyways, in reference to the Ninja movie, let me see. It wasn't that one. Ninja movies. Ninja movies. This one. But anyway, somebody was wondering about. Let's see. Somebody was wondering about which martial arts movies I had been in growing up or in different films. People wanted to know. Some people want to know if I was in any Bruce Lee movies. Some people want to know if I was in any ballet movies or any action movies or female characters that I played in movies. That fucking satellite man is still hitting me in the face like he thought he owned this part of my ethnicity. What race are you, government man? You think you own the skin? You think you own my skin of my race? You thought you owned my teeth of my race and ethnicity, didn't you? You thought you owned the tissue or the bone structure. You thought you owned my facial shape or my body. You thought your race owned it. Because you seem to be touching something that don't belong to you all the time. And I know you don't, you sick, dirty psycho. You're so fucking stupid. You and your grandiose ostracizing of your fucking brain in your government position of your attacking. You claim you're what? You claim you're security for this country? Do you think you own the skin of my race on this side of my face or something? You think you own the teeth of my race and religion? You need to show up in court and say that, man. You know, people need to know what you're trying to say, government man. You need to show up in court so we can hear what the fuck you got to say for why you've been doing this. We want to hear what the excuse is for your crimes. Oh, you'll say your country was starving? Well, obviously, you would have known a long time ago that your race might have been overpopulating in your Middle Eastern country. That's not our fucking fault. We don't play people murdering our race because their country is hungry. We might as well just bomb your fucking country, you fucking terrorist.